Hello, we're at SIGGRAPH 2018 from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, and I'm very happy to welcome to Post Perspective TV Paul Babb of Maxon. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Dana.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
I know SIGGRAPH, is SIGGRAPH the biggest show of the year for you guys, would you say?
No, NAB would be the biggest show for us, yeah. This is, and they're different shows. You know, NAB is much more broadcast. This is much more of the visual effects, design, general design, and artist types of shows.
Okay, but a nice interaction, more hands-on with artists at this show, I would imagine.
Yeah, a bit more with a wider range of artists. In NAB, we get much more of the broadcast artists, the motion graphics guys, gals and guys.
Yes. And leading into SIGGRAPH, you have released a new version, R20.
We announced it. We'll be releasing it in September. Yeah, we announced a new version, R20. We'll be releasing it in September. Got some great new features, probably the #1 feature because of our motion graphics artists. We've released a feature called Fields, which brings a lot of more sophisticated functionality to the MoGraph module within a Cinema 4D. It's a difficult thing to describe to a certain point, but the easiest way of describing it is Fields. It controls where and how an effect affects objects and things within the scene, and it's just basically now it's an object where you can stack effects and you can do a lot of different types of effects with one object, and what you're able to do is much more sophisticated than it used to be.
Okay. And what else when this is released in September? What other goodies are people going to find in there?
I think customers will fall in love with the volume modeling, which is as simple as dropping primitive objects into a volume object, which then you can manipulate and shape one object mesh that into one object. So for instance, just attaching sticks together, you could do a stick figure that would just create one mesh for one object. It's based on OpenVDB, which is a technology people are very familiar with. And then, you know, they can take that shape and sculpt it or animate it, or it's sort of a combination of Booleans and metaballs combined together.
Excellent. And anything else that we should know?
There's a bunch.
R20?
There's a bunch,
sure.
but I'll stick to. Okay, so another crowd pleaser is going to be CAD import. They've done a great job of now supporting. We have supported these objects or these formats previously, but now we've got a new way of bringing them in that's much smoother. Basically, drag and drop to a certain point. It's going to help people with workflow. We know a lot of customers, or a lot of our customers, get models from their clients in the industrial world. So maybe they get a car or a drill or a blender or something that they have to use in a commercial or in some sort of advertising.
Right.
And bringing CAD models is always over to a 3D package is always precarious. You never know what you're going to get. And this is a much more robust way of bringing those models over. They won't be spending days cleaning them up.
That is going to be a crowd pleaser.
Be able to use them a lot faster. So STEP, IGES, and SolidWorks, and the formats they're expecting to get on a regular basis.
Excellent, excellent. And there's also been, while I have you here, some changes at Maxon proper.
Yes.
You've announced a new CEO.
Well, if people know, Maxon is a German company, started off in Germany, and there were the 3 original owners of Maxon were still owners and principals in the company. The parent company, Nemecek, did own 70% of the company, but the 3 owners were still very much involved, still very much in control of the company. They've decided to retire, and Nemecek has acquired the full 100% of Maxon, and they brought in an amazing gentleman from Adobe, a gentleman by the name of Dave McGavran, who used to be a VP of engineering in the audio and video world. He has experience in Premiere, After Effects, so he's very familiar with Cinema 4D, very familiar with our markets, and I think our customers will be pleased to know that we'll be continuing the way we have been continuing, and maybe even going a little bit further.
Okay, that is. We will be keeping an eye on that to see how things play out. It'll be exciting.
It will be.
And again, just to recap, R20 will be released in September.
Yes, early September.
Okay. And people can go for more information to
Maxon.net.
See, glad we asked. Maxon.net. Okay, thank you, Paul. Always a pleasure to catch up with you.
Thanks, Dana.
And that's us signing off from SIGGRAPH 2018. Thanks for watching.